3. Okay, let's see what does it say. The diagram below shows the graph of a quadratic equation. Yeah, seems so. 2x squared plus bx plus c. And what we need to do is write value of c. So I'm going to be replicating the kind of questions first here. So c is the constant, so a will be c. Then b is find the value of b, okay? And write down f of x. Okay, so the b is find b and f of x, and then the last one, calculate the coordinates, calculate the coordinates of the vertex of the graph of C. And the vertex is the lowest point over here. Okay, so in order to do this, we have this picture to help us. C is the constant. Now, what I will do is to substitute 0 in place of x, in which case f of x equals c, and see if I can deduce from this graph. Yes, well, pretty much I can see that it's going to be minus 30. So from the graph we can, from the graph itself, let me move, I guess it would make sense to put the graph here behind myself. From the graph we can see that the place where this function intersects a y-axis is minus 30, and that's exactly the value of a at 0. Minus 30, that is. So that's C. Perfect. And then we need to find B. And since we already know C, and we know A, well, that's 2. Should be no problem to find B. Yeah, that was 2. And so we have that. Let's say we put in 1 in place of x. Do we know what is it? This? No. Let's put a value where we know clearly the value of the function. And in this picture, I can see that at 3, x equals 3, we have that f of x equals 0. So that's going to be the easiest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that f of 3, which is 2 times 3 squared plus b times 3 plus c, which is minus 30, that should give us 0. Yeah. And so we can solve this equation, which is, 2 times 9, 18, plus 3 times b. Okay, let's move 30 to the right side, then minus 18, 3b equals 30 minus 18, which is 12, divided by 3, we get that b equals 4. So that's the answer to part B. And then the last question, C, is calculate the coordinates of the vertex. So that's the lowest point. I mean, one way is, I'm not sure if this exists in the formula booklet, probably not, or if that's allowed to use from memory, but at least I think we can use always that the vertex of the parabola is at x minus b divided by 2a. The way to remember this is if you remember the formula, I'm sorry. Okay, so this is the x coordinate for the vertex for all parabolas. The way to remember this is that, well, I'm not going to go there. If you remember the general formula for the solution of quadratic equation, there is this minus b plus minus square root thing, and then divided by 2a. And because the vertex is exactly in the middle between the two 0 points, that's why this plus minus square root, if you just take it out, you'll get the middle point. But also in this picture, we actually see the zeros, which are -5 and 3, and because of the symmetry, we have to go into the middle. What's the average between -5 and 3? 3 plus -5 is -2. Divided by 2 is -1. Okay, so -1 would be the answer. It's exactly in between, and this picture is also not proportionate. It doesn't say it. Usually it says, look, usually it says here, diagram not to scale, but here it doesn't say it, but it's clearly not to scale. Look at this one here. It's much longer than the one here, I think. Okay, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, so -1, but we can also check from my formula that if you plug in into B what we got 4 and then divided by 2a, which is 4, okay, so we get 4 divided by 4, that's 1, and we have the minus, so it's -1. So these are the two ways in which you get the x coordinate, and once we have the x coordinate, we get the y coordinate by plugging in x into the function, because we were actually asked to calculate both coordinates. So f of -1 is going to be 2 times -1 squared. We're supposed to get something close to -32 based on the picture. Plus b times -1 minus 30. I'm sorry, b we know already, that is 4, so let me put it in there. So now this here equals simply 2, because -1 squared is just 1. 4 times -1 is -4, and then -30, so we get -32. That's the right ballpark, and seems to be correct, also based on the picture. Okay, so as far as I'm concerned, this is done, and we can move to the next